the Meet the Seavers Show. Come on and meet the Seavers. Join us for just a while. Come on and meet the Seavers. Hey, we're gonna make you smile. So relax, enjoy the show. You'll make a couple friends.
Like us,
you wanna meet the Seavers again and again.
Done. Draper in the house. Don't you look nice?
You must be Christy Love.
Yes, I am.
You're under arrest, sugar.
You are under arrest. And you are under arrest too. But we're going to let you go just to watch Fable Cry. We have them with us tonight.
They're wonderful.
Yes, they
Lovely
are.
Music. And we have a special guest, a Hollywood celebrity. We're not going to tell you who it is. You're just going to have to watch and find out.
Okay. Well, stay tuned. Stay around, watch, and find out.
You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's go.
Wow. Thank you for joining us today. Today we have Kirsty and Zach of Fable Cry in the studio with Meet the Seavers. We are so happy they're here with us. Thank you for coming out to spend some time with us.
Thanks for having us.
So, Fable Cry. Where'd you guys come up with that name?
It started, actually before we had a band name, we had several songs already.
Okay.
The process of creating a band name actually took longer than it should have. But already we were beginning to write about fables and different things.
I love it.
Very
a lot of
yes.
A lot of energy and gusto with it. So it just kind of came to us actually. She was playing around with different word combinations
and when you say she, you mean sister.
Kirsty, sister
Kirsty. And brother team here. Yay.
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed. Yeah.
Because you know most sisters and brothers, they really don't get along well together. But here you guys have a group together, so that's pretty impressive.
How does that work?
It actually, we've pretty much always played music together since we were young and had bands together. And just always been best friends pretty much. So it's all come pretty easily.
Do you co-write, or who does most of the writing, or do you split it, or?
Yeah, it really depends on the song. It's all variations. Sometimes I'll write part of it and then she'll finish it, or she'll start a chorus and then I'll finish it, or we write them completely separately and then have.
That's pretty good teamwork. How would you describe your music?
We call the genre adventure gypsy scamp rock.
Scamp rock.
Yeah, and the adventure gypsy side came from sort of a mix of the fables, and the most of our songs have adventurous themes, and the scamp rock actually people started calling us scamp rock.
It's nice when you can have your fan base actually kind of define you with a name, so you say, well, we didn't come up with it, you guys did, which makes it more valid, I think.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So how many instruments do you guys play?
All in all, we play a baker's dozen, if you will.
Oh, sweet.
But during a set, generally it's about 7 or 8 that we kind of switch off between.
Wow.
Yeah, primarily we both sing pretty evenly, and then I play guitar and accordion and sing, and she plays drums and violin, and then we kind of switch it up.
So who and what are your musical inspirations?
The Who varies. We listen to Tom Waits a lot.
Love Tom Waits.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Listen to a lot of musicals and a lot of Disney. We grew up on Disney musicals, and a lot of our songs are sort of like Disney villain songs. Yeah, so that's a big one.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as non-musical inspirations, anything old literature or old stories.
So what's on the horizon for Fable Cry? Any new things coming out?
We are in the process of writing a next album.
Okay.
And we're kind of starting to slip into recording it as well. Right now, just still pushing this first album and touring with it.
It's a lot of work,
playing
isn't
out.
it?
It sure is. Yeah,
Yes.
we do it all ourselves. She does all the album artwork, and I do the editing and mixing.
Okay.
So it's a process, but it's fun.
If you weren't singing, what would you be doing?
Carving soap animals.
Mostly, yeah. I dabbled in that a little bit as a kid. Never got too good at it. Storm Chaser, maybe.
No,
I
that's
can
not
see
bad.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
talk
always
about the
been big-
adventures in that.
Big fascination with storms, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I do too.
exciting. It's kind of a natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's
How about you,
wanna get closer
Kirsty?
to it.
I would probably be doing some form of like nature show or something.
I could see
Like-
that as well. Yeah.
Like Marty Stuff.
bunnies? Bunnies? No.
No, like all kinds of wild animals. And stuff. Yeah, Marty Stuff or stuff.
So do you have a CD that's for sale?
We do. Yeah, we have our first debut album so far.
Sweet.
What's
And,
that name?
It's self-titled, Fable Cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can fans find your music?
We are on Facebook, and we're
Okay.
on YouTube, and we're on iTunes, and
Spotify and
Spotify.
Amazon and
Okay. Where's your website? Did you tell us about your
we
website?
have a .com, yeah,
Yeah.
fablecry.com.
Okay.
Facebook.com/FableCry, YouTube, Fable Cry. We're the only Fable Cry at the moment, so
Okay.
so if you Google that, it's
Yes.
covering it.
Well, we appreciate it. We thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the Meet the Seavers show.
And
We
are
wish
you
you
ready to play some music for us?
Absolutely.
and we wish you
Always.
much success. Thank you.
so much.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having us. This is Land Ho.
Roll
so hot out here. It's hotter than, it's hotter than, it's hotter than,
hotter than a June bride.
Thanks, Captain Metaphor.
Just doing my job. Like a superhero.
We have a very special guest with us. Someone who we all know and love. A character who we spent many happy years of our childhood with. I'm speaking of Boo Boo from the TV hit series Yogi Bear. Welcome to the Meet the Seavers show, Boo Boo.
Why, thank you, Dorothy. Thank you. It's very nice to be here with you. It's a pleasure.
So, Boo Boo, what have you been up to?
Well, before we get started, I'd like to maybe make a little correction here. That's always over the years, people calling me Boo Boo. It's really pronounced Boo Boo. But they've gotten it wrong for so long, and everybody keeps saying Boo Boo, but it's Boo Boo. Just wanted to let you know that. The accent's on the second Boo.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, and I really apologize, and I didn't know that.
Well, that's okay. I understand. The writers at Hanna-Barbera didn't respect it either. I tried to correct them many times, and they still insisted on calling me Boo. They said it would work better in the test marketing, and I've been stuck with it ever since.
That must have been frustrating.
Well, it's been a real thorn in my fur, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to take your word on that. Well, Boo Boo, can you tell our audience what it's been like being a child star during the 60s?
Well, it was a different time back then. You know, there was no such thing as animal rights or, you know, there was no union. There was lots of long hours, 13, 14 hours a day, but no monetary compensation.
Okay, so you mean you weren't paid for
Are you kidding me? I was rarely fed. I only managed to survive the occasional picnic basket that I was able to steal from the set.
Well, but I thought Mr. Ranger, I thought all of you guys, I thought everyone, weren't you friends?
Well, you know, I know that they all seem like real nice people on camera, but, you know, off camera, that Mr. Ranger, he was a real tyrant. He had it in for me. They all did.
Well, and Yogi as well?
Well, Yogi was all right at first, but then the show became a hit, and he became a big shot, you know. So then he's going to parties at the Playboy Mansion and hanging out at the Studio 54. I never got to go.
Well, you were pretty young, weren't you?
Well, that's true. I was just a cub, but still, you know, it would have been nice to have been included. I mean, I was a star after all.
Yeah. He was a big star. All of my friends used to watch the show.
Oh, well, what are you
doing? We're supposed to keep to the...
Sorry. Okay. No, okay, I'm sorry. No, it's nice that your friends used to watch the show. It's nice to be appreciated finally, you know, after all these years.
All right, so you and Yogi didn't get along, huh?
Well, he always insisted on top billing, you know. Did you know that the NASA wanted to name the Apollo 13 spacecraft Yogi and Boo Boo?
Really?
That's a true story.
God, so what happened?
Well, Yogi was so full of himself that he wanted the command module to be called Yogi and the lunar module he called Bear. Yeah, you know, naturally, NASA didn't go for that.
So tell me, so what was your life like after the show?
Well, it was pretty rough. I was typecast for a long time. I was famous, but I couldn't get work anywhere.
Nobody wanted you?
I tried out for a series you might saw called Gentle Ben, but they wound up giving the part to some grizzly from Canada.
Oh, God, that just wasn't right. And did you fall on hard times?
Well, it was very hard there a couple of years. You know, every once in a while I'd get a bit part of it too, but nothing really worked out for me.
So how did you survive?
Well, there was a few years there that I was living on the streets. I was homeless, and I had to beg just to get by.
Oh gosh, I feel so sorry for
you.
you.
No, a little high.
Well, now, well, you keep trying to get so close on me. I told you about that. I'm trying to be sympathetic, and you're trying to get all over here. Just stay over there, okay?
Maybe we'll have a drink later.
No.
What's this?
So, getting back to, did you get paid any residuals from this stuff, or? You know,
not a cent. That Hanna-Barbera really screwed me over, I'm telling you.
No, you sound bitter.
Well, not really bitter, but I just kind of hope they all die in a fiery car crash on Christmas Eve.
God, don't you think that's such an inhumane thing to say?
What can I say? I'm a bear.
Huh? Well, I tell you what. Let's just move on to happier times. I hear you just got a degree. How did that come about?
Oh, yeah. Well, one day I was going through the trash, you know, and I found an old VHS tape copy of the old Yogi Bear show buried under a pile of Taylor Swift CDs. After I got myself a good cry when I saw that, I realized, I said, Boo-boo, you know, Hollywood days are over. It's time to make a new start. So I enrolled in the local community college, and I got a degree in human resources.
That's a big change, Boo-boo.
Oh, not really. Taylor Swift CDs are always in the trash.
You're so funny, too. Well, it's great to hear that things are better now. Well, I have to ask you, Boo-boo, have you been working out?
Ooh, well, I'm glad you noticed. You know,
it's hot.
A little bit.
I've never seen up there like that.
My wife, Cindy, she stays on top of me to keep in shape.
Whoa, you're married to Cindy? From the show?
Oh, yeah. We hooked up a few years ago. She and Yogi got divorced after he got arrested on drug charges for growing marijuana in the national park up there.
I bet you were glad to hear that.
Well,
yeah. It's a small, small world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny how life turns out. We bought a small house in the city, and I work for a large company that sells plumbing fixtures. And Cindy sees me off to work every day.
That's a good wife you have there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, Boo Boo, it's been wonderful having you on the show.
Yeah, well, it's nice being on your show.
Wait. Why do you keep doing that? Well, aren't you married? You're married? Okay. Well, it's been really, really nice having you on the show. Our audience, they've enjoyed knowing what Boo Boo is up to these days. And we really, really do hope that you can come back to the Meet the Seavers show again.
Oh, that Dorothy, I would love to come back sometime, anytime, and thank you for having me.
Thank you.
She was ever the misfit. She was all about Eve. Cast in an asphalt jungle, preferring the gentleman leave. But some like it hotter, some had to itch. They found her dead in her love nest without wearing even a stitch. He was beating the devil in his passage by night, when angels with dirt on their faces smoked Chesterfields and Lucky Strikes. To have or to haven't, having too many to breathe. After the desperate hours, he fell into the biggest sleep. Where are all of the icons in their silvery guile? Their impressions wear off the pavement while we wander the aisles. No one blames the director. The critics were never so cruel. Struck down by the adoration, killed by the curse of the cool. Struck down by the adoration, killed by the curse of the cool. Struck down by the adoration, killed by the curse. The curse of the cool.
Being super in my own super way. Ah, excuse me, sir. Do you know the way to San Jose? Ah, thank you.
That means the show is over.
We'll see you next week.
So now you've met the Seavers. Hope you've enjoyed the show. So now you've met the Seavers. It's time for us to go. Visit us out on the web at meettheseavers.com. From us and Meet the Seavers, so long.
The Meet the Seavers Show is a Captain Metaphor production.